Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chrisley knows best. Todd Chrisley admits he broke prison rules. Here's what really happened behind bars. Chrisley knows best star Todd Chrisley isn't holding back at all. In a shocking confession, he openly admitted to breaking several rules in prison. Yes, you read that right. Fans initially used to learn about Todd's antics when he was behind bars. But now he is telling his own tale without even flinching a bit. He is talking about everything that happened to him while he was behind bars, but the tale doesn't really end here. Todd further discussed the dynamics that he faced in jail and made some shocking confessions. He even compared everything that he faced to what Julie experienced. What is this all about? What did he reveal? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy because the tea is really hot and Todd isn't taking a step back. Chrisley knows best. Todd says Julie's memories kept him going in prison. Chrisley knows best star Todd Chrisley has finally come clean about life behind bars, and it is far from picture perfect. He and Julie recently appeared on Off the Vinepodcast by Caitlin Bristow. Todd told a host that he and Julie weren't able to talk to each other for 2.5 years. The latter explained that they were allowed to email, but they were really sporadic. Todd recalled remembering all the details of his relationship with Julie, even in prison. He revealed that there was a time when he got a magazine and felt it had the same smell as Julie. The celeb wasn't even able to control himself and ended up doing something out of the box. He rubbed the entire magazine on his pillow just to make sure that it had the same smell. Chrisley knows best. Todd broke many prison rules. Chrisley knows best stars Julie and Todd Chrisley had completely different experiences behind bars, and now they are comparing everything they faced. The latter openly confessed to breaking several rules behind bars. The celeb assured his audience that while he was breaking rules, Julie was the one who abided by them. Todd further revealed that he had several options to eat in prison. Todd claimed that he had access to things like chicken fila, Pizza Hut, and much more. But when it comes to Julie, she didn't have any of this. She revealed that she didn't even have street food for the entire time she was behind bars. The celeb further recalled that she didn't even get a chance to see a cell phone or any outside food during her entire time in prison. This is why Julie felt that eating healthy was very difficult during their prison time. However, they both had completely different experiences. But the one thing that was the same was that they both were in camps. Julie explained that there were no locks, and they could even walk out of the prison and sit in a car. Though they would surely have come for Todd and Julie, there was no violence or locks. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments section. Keep coming back to the TV season and spoilers for more updates. For months, fans of Chrisley Knows Best have watched the once glamorous Chrisley family face a reality that couldn't be further from their days of designer clothes and lavish homes. While Todd Chrisley has always prided himself on control, charm, and appearances, the world inside prison has stripped away much of what he once relied on. Now, in a startling confession, Todd has admitted that he broke prison rules, an admission that has shocked both fans and critics alike, revealing a man grappling with the limits of his new world and his own humanity. A confession from behind bars. Todd Chrisley has never been one to stay silent. Even from inside the walls of federal prison camp Pensacola, his voice has continued to reach the outside world through interviews, family podcasts, and carefully relayed messages via his daughter Savannah. But recently, Todd made a surprising admission during one of Savannah's updates. He broke prison rules, something he insists was out of necessity, not rebellion. Let's just say, Todd reportedly told her with a hint of his signature humor, "You learn pretty fast that sometimes you've got to bend a few rules to survive. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not ashamed either." The statement sent ripples through the Chrisley fandom. What could Todd have possibly done? After all, prisons are notorious for their strict enforcement, and rule-breaking often comes with harsh consequences. Yet, the tone of Todd's confession didn't sound like defiance. It sounded like a man who had to adjust to a world far different from the one he once ruled. A man used to power, now powerless. Before prison, Todd Chrisley's life revolved around control. Every detail, from how his family dressed to the lighting in their reality show interviews, was carefully curated. But in prison, he's not Todd Chrisley, TV star. He's just inmate #66406-019. According to insiders close to the family, Todd's adjustment to incarceration was rocky at best. The rigid routines, lack of privacy, and stripped-down existence were a far cry from the marble counters and gold accents of his Atlanta mansion. He went from being the king of his castle to having no control over when he eats or when he sleeps, said one family friend. It's been humbling and hard. He's always been a rule follower, but inside, it's survival mode. The rule he broke. While neither Todd nor Savannah detailed the exact nature of the rule-breaking, rumors began to swirl. Some speculated he'd used a contraband phone to contact his family directly. Others whispered that he'd taken on an unauthorized leadership role among inmates, something not uncommon for personalities like Todd's. But Savannah, in a recent episode of her Unlocked podcast, offered a subtle hint. My dad said sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands when things aren't fair. He didn't do anything dangerous or illegal, just something to protect his dignity. Her words seemed to point toward an act that may have been small but symbolic. Sources claim Todd was reprimanded after speaking out against mistreatment of inmates in his unit, something he allegedly documented in letters to prison administration. When those letters were ignored, Todd reportedly used an unauthorized communication method to get his message to a legal advocate outside the prison. If true, it would be a move very on-brand for Todd Chrisley, using his voice and influence to challenge authority, even from the inside. Facing consequences. Breaking prison rules, no matter how noble the intention, comes with consequences. Todd hinted that he had lost privileges for a period of time, possibly referring to restrictions on phone calls or visitation. Let's just say I had a lot of quiet time, he quipped during his conversation with Savannah, his humor laced with exhaustion. Fans couldn't help but admire his honesty. Many rallied to his defense online, saying that standing up for what's right, even behind bars, was something Todd would always do. He's not perfect, one fan commented on Instagram, but he's got integrity. If he broke a rule to protect someone, that's the Todd we know. Others, however, were less forgiving. Critics argued that Todd's confession reflected his inability to follow rules or accept consequences, traits that landed him in prison to begin with. Todd thinks the rules don't apply to him, wrote one commenter. This just proves he hasn't learned anything.